Hey, it's Cameron. Spark of Wonder on Instagram. It just feels so funny to be working on communication when you've been in communication forever. But it just goes to show how, people speak their own languages and those languages evolve. And learning how to speak someone's language so that you can communicate with them clearer sometimes is what it takes to make sure that they understand how much you care. I walked home in the rain to do this video today, and it started raining earlier, and I was going to wait it out, but I decided not to. And I got rainwater in my eyes. Actually, I think it came through my hair into my eyes. I must have had stuff in my hair because now this eye is red. Just me just explaining why my eye is red. But I wanted to do this video. I'd spent quite a bit of time with a number of people this week and sparking wonder for them. And that's fun. And I enjoy it. And I spent quite a bit of time working with food, which I also enjoy. And I'm chewing on something this week. I have a reflection of something that I once looked at in somebody that I cared about very, very much. An experience that I went through being reflected back at me as something that I'm potentially doing to someone else. And the circumstances that played out where it was done to me were devastating. It was devastating. And I'm sitting here thinking about how my actions and my choices and my behaviors have created the perception that I'm doing the same thing to someone that I care about. And it's an amazing experience, I have to say. It's actually incredibly humbling and liberating. It's liberating too, even though this is an obvious and brutal confrontation with something inside of myself that I've actually used as a reason not to do things, as a reason to stay closed, as a reason to be afraid. And I'm getting to actually see how I'm capable of the same thing, or how I could be capable of the same thing with someone that I actually care about. And what it's actually doing for me is it's allowing me to let go of the scenario that's been holding me back. And the person that's doing this, the person that's reflecting this to me, is probably doing it because they know that this other thing is what's holding me back, versus doing it because it's what's really happening to them from me, because I trust this person to always be doing things that are in my best interest all the time, no matter what. No matter what I come up with, no matter what I say, no matter what I do, no matter what action I take, I trust this person completely. And in those moments, when I go in, I actually let myself go to the place if I don't trust this person intentionally. I intentionally go, what would the scenario be if I didn't trust this person? And actually take that on as real for a little bit. I give myself a period of time and I allow myself to go there. Just like I would allow myself to go into an aspect of myself that you know, if somebody's capable of hitting another person, what would have to happen in my reality for me to do something like that? And then I go into that as though it were real so that I can see the experience of that, but I don't actually do it. I don't actually take the action. And then this is like the reverse of that. This is where another person is actually saying, you haven't embodied this to the point where you would see where you would be capable of doing the same thing, and it's what's holding you back. And so I'm going to reflect it for you. And I'm going to make it very real for you, this reflection, so that you can own it. That's what this person's doing. And I love them for it. I love them for it. I actually love them for it. And I wanted to do a recording to show that. You know, I've spent the week mulling through this one, or the weekend. Actually, it's been building up to this. But I've been really spending a lot of time with this one. But not just from the perspective of me remembering what it was like to go through it and dealing with that, but actually putting myself in the shoes of the other person who's doing this reflection and asking myself, what would I need to go through in order to be capable of doing this kind of reflection for somebody? And everything I land on is, I would have to love that person a lot. I would have to love that person so much. And that's amazing. That is amazing. And people who can engineer a reflection like this, this blows my mind. This is what the magic of virtual is really all about. This is what the magic of this electronic communication and putting pieces together in certain ways at the right time and in the right order. This is why this is what it's really for. This is what it's for. I mean, everyone else in the world is using it for, hey, look at me, hey, look at me, hey, look at me, hey, look at me. But this is empathy and the ability to teach over great distances deeper lessons than you might actually get from being in proximity of a person. Actually, no, close proximity is best, absolute best. But when you can't be in proximity with somebody, this is an amazing gift. So cool. Even though it's brutal in the moment. But yeah, I really wanted to do a video recording of me sitting and responding, and the expression of how much love it must take. I mean, this couldn't happen if somebody didn't put a lot of effort and attention and focus on the things that they knew about someone. This wouldn't be possible for somebody that didn't listen. This wouldn't be possible for somebody without a great deal of empathy and creativity. And the only reason I can think of why somebody would do this is because they really love them. Thank you. I almost want to give you something. I don't know how to describe it though. I'll have to do this again. I'll have to do this again in another video. But thank you.